The Nancy Guthrie kidnapping case has entered a troubling and highly complex phase, sending shockwaves through Catalina foothills, Arizona, and capturing national attention. Recently surfaced footage is forcing investigators and the public alike to reconsider long-held assumptions about that fateful night. 3 distinct clips, a shadow moving near a neighbor's camera, a lone figure appearing at the perimeter gate, and a silver vehicle speeding along a nearby road, have emerged, raising urgent questions. Were these isolated incidents, or do they reveal a meticulously coordinated operation executed with precision? Could multiple actors have been working in synchrony, each fulfilling a separate, critical role? Nancy Guthrie, 84, was abducted under circumstances that immediately triggered a thorough, ongoing investigation. Early official footage previously released from her porch depicts a masked individual approaching the home while carrying a large Ozark Trail backpack. Investigators meticulously documented the suspect's height and build, noting an average frame that appears consistent across all related clips. But as new evidence continues to surface, the complexity of the case has intensified, suggesting that initial assumptions may have underestimated the sophistication of the crime. The situation became significantly more complicated with the release of several anonymous video leaks. One clip shows a man walking calmly past a side yard camera only blocks from Nancy's residence. Investigators are working to verify whether this individual is the same one captured in the porch footage. Another clip presents a figure standing motionless at the perimeter gate for several minutes, almost as if waiting for a signal. A third, recorded on a road several miles away, shows a silver-colored vehicle speeding past, accompanied by a figure running toward it, hinting at a possible getaway plan. Taken together, these elements strongly suggest a broader, coordinated strategy rather than a spontaneous or isolated act. Closer analysis of the unmasked footage reveals the man's height and build are remarkably similar to the porch suspect, roughly 5'9" with an average build. Investigators have noted that a distinctive pinky ring may be visible on the individual, though confirmation is pending. This detail raises compelling questions about whether the suspect had local familiarity and possibly personal connections within Catalina foothills. The presence of such specific markers may indicate premeditation and knowledge of the environment that only a local or someone well acquainted with the area would possess. The gate footage introduces additional complexity to the timeline. A person is observed at a secured entrance around 1:45 a.m., coinciding with reports that Nancy's doorbell camera was disconnected. Was this individual acting as a lookout, a signal coordinator, or an active participant in the abduction? The ambiguity intensifies the investigative challenge. Meanwhile, the road footage hints at a carefully orchestrated escape. The silver vehicle departs mere moments after the home goes silent, suggesting the presence of an accomplice ready to facilitate extraction. Differences in clothing between the unmasked man and the road figure point to potentially distinct roles, one focused on surveillance and perimeter control, the other managing transport and getaway. This sequence of events, observation, perimeter control, and rapid extraction, implies a deliberate chain of actions executed with precision. But why were these activities not detected until these new video leaks surfaced? How were security systems bypassed so expertly? Each unanswered question amplifies both the mystery and the urgency of the investigation, underscoring the suspect's operational sophistication. Forensic examination of Nancy Guthrie's porch uncovered low-velocity blood drops consistent with minor injuries or a struggle, reflecting the challenges inherent in handling an elderly, fragile victim. Simultaneously, a black glove, matching those seen in the porch footage, was discovered 2 miles away. DNA analysis reveals no matches in national databases, suggesting the suspect may have no prior criminal record. Each verifiable detail, no matter how small, gradually narrows the lens through which investigators can view the case. When investigators analyzed the unmasked footage alongside the porch video, they observed deliberate and controlled behavior. The man moved with purpose, showing no signs of panic, a strong indication of familiarity with the surroundings. Verification is still pending regarding the alleged pinky ring, but its presence could provide a crucial link to local networks or associations. The gate figure remained stationary for nearly 5 minutes, reinforcing the possibility that this person played a coordinated role. Was this individual awaiting a signal, overseeing timing, or ensuring the path was clear? Road footage showing the silver vehicle leaving shortly after the home went silent suggests a second participant or a dedicated getaway driver. Observers have raised the possibility that the entire sequence may have been anticipated and coordinated in real time, implying a level of sophistication far beyond a simple, impulsive act. Differences in clothing between the unmasked man and the road figure further support the theory of distinct operational roles, one responsible for surveillance and security, the other handling extraction and transport. Even roof cameras appear to have been deliberately avoided, hinting at multiple observers or insiders with knowledge of the property layout. High-technology measures also complicated the investigation. Authorities reported that the sheriff disclosed the use of signal tracking linked to Nancy's pacemaker. While intended to aid in locating her, this may have inadvertently alerted the perpetrators, forcing them to relocate to a signal-dead area. This underscores the operational acumen of the suspects and the challenges faced by investigators trying to anticipate their next move. The forensic trail remains central to solving the case. Blood drops indicate a struggle, but the minor nature of the injuries provides limited clarity on the number of participants. The black glove, untraceable DNA, and potential pinky ring each add layers of complexity. Investigators must painstakingly connect these fragments to identify the individuals responsible. Procedural efforts now focus on consolidating physical and digital evidence. The FBI has deployed genetic genealogy techniques to trace relatives of the suspect from DNA found on the glove. Simultaneously, social media cross-referencing and purchase record analysis are being conducted to determine whether the pinky ring can link the unmasked individual to local networks. Discrepancies in timelines and clothing across various clips are being reconciled to inform potential charges, evaluate accomplice involvement, and guide the issuance of additional warrants. While verification is ongoing, the cumulative evidence increasingly supports the hypothesis of a coordinated operation rather than a single intruder. Investigators are meticulously examining the relationship between the porch, gate, and road footage. The timing appears precise. The gate figure remains stationary during the doorbell disconnection, the porch suspect moves deliberately, and the silver vehicle departs shortly thereafter. Each step points to premeditation, careful planning, and coordinated execution. Forensic experts continue to emphasize small but telling details: blood drops, gloves, and the potential pinky ring. These elements, combined with digital evidence and eyewitness accounts, may ultimately unravel the full operational plan behind Nancy Guthrie's abduction. Efforts are now focused on tracing the silver vehicle to secondary locations before leads go cold. Cross-examination of all footage, unmasked, gate, and road, continues alongside forensic and genealogical efforts. Each emerging detail, the glove, blood drops, pinky ring, and expertly bypassed security systems, remains critical in determining whether Nancy Guthrie's abduction involved multiple actors. As authorities consolidate physical, digital, and genetic evidence, every minute detail could provide the breakthrough. The clock is ticking, and investigators are racing to connect the fragments before the trail grows cold. The central question persists: can law enforcement definitively link these disparate pieces of evidence to the individuals responsible for orchestrating this abduction and ultimately bring them to justice? The coming weeks will be decisive, as each discovery, no matter how small, has the potential to illuminate the planning, coordination, and execution of a crime that has left Catalina foothills, Arizona, and the nation searching for answers.